You can make way more money teaching cooking than you can actually cooking. It's a different economy when you're talking about selling your knowledge online versus selling food products in person. So your like the revenue target that you put 5 to 10K a month. I like 10K a month minimum.
Hmm.
The simple way to get that is with a cooking community that you charge access to. People pay you for instruction like what you're already doing. And to get to
Hmm.
$10,000 a month, you could charge just 20 a month, which is the low end. 20 a month, you get 500 customers. That's your $10,000 a month right there. They're paying, and that's per month. So they're paying you $20 a month for this is, one video a week where you're doing instruction, or maybe you want to do a live stream, whatever it is you want to do. But you're building a subscription model business where they're paying you $20 a month and you get 500 people. There's your $10,000 a month. You get 1,000 people. That's $20,000 a month. You just continue growing it like that. And with a business like that, you will make so much more money than you make from making pickles, and it takes
Hmm.
so much less time. You may adjust your objectives may shift once you get your uh, cooking community going and you start generating revenue from that, and you see how much easily that money comes in, earning a dollar that way versus earning a dollar from a catering gig and doing meal prep and all of that. So you can this is definitely going to your cooking show will support your marketing objectives for your existing businesses, your hot sauce, your catering, your meal prep. But it is a business in and of itself, in that you can create a paid cooking community, a training community, a community for foodies, whatever you want, whatever your vision of food education and entertainment is, you can create that and charge a monthly fee. And then it's just part of your job to go out and find people who are interested in that. And as they continue to sign up, your revenue continues to increase, but your workload does not continue to increase.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
That's that's easy math. I understand that.
Yeah, it's basic math. This is what I tell people. It's just basic math. You pick your so we determine what your monthly fee is going to be, and then you start going out and getting people who want it, who want what you're offering and are willing to pay $20, $30, $50, depending on what it is you're offering. And then you just keep adding people. It's just basic math. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to Chef Isaac Buchanan. Chef Isaac applied for a coaching program for chefs that I'm offering, and he got accepted. The rest of this video is from our orientation meeting for the coaching program. The way I like to start these is to just tell you what this is about and make sure this is actually what you want to do. With a cooking show, the the way the way to get whatever it is you want to get out of a cooking show is over the long term. The cooking
Hmm.
shows that are successful. The people who are successful with cooking shows are successful because they showed up every week over the long term. So what we're talking about is 50 episodes a year, every year, and you just keep doing it. So the cooking show is not a short-term solution to anything. It's something that you're adopting as part of your business, and this is something that you do on a weekly basis, just like all the other tasks that are critical to your business over on a weekly basis. This is your marketing strategy. So I tell folks to look at it with a 5 year lens. It's not going to take 5 years, but just say, what if it did take 5 years for your cooking show to give you everything you wanted? Are you willing to commit to that? If it takes that long for you to get what you want, are you willing to do it? Because that may be what it takes. It generally doesn't. You're usually going to get results where you'll get incremental results as you go along, and then eventually things take off. But you got to keep showing up every week to give that an opportunity to happen. It might happen in 20 weeks. It might happen in 40 weeks. You don't know when it's going to happen, but you just got to keep showing up. You got to be willing to keep showing up. So is that are you prepared to take that ride? Is that what you want to do?
When you put it that way, it's the short answer is yes. but there's an asterisk next to it though. And Lindsay, that's how you pronounce it, right?
Yes, sir.
Lindsay,
Yep.
Lindsay, okay, Lindsay. Um, because there's questions, and I have a lot of questions. That's why,
Let's hear it.
and it's moving into this realm. I'm part of a hospitality networking group, social networking. We meet twice a week. They're helping other people in hospitality, other business owners, and so on, take that leap, telling their story. And so I'm finding that that is also part of their job. It's like, well, yeah, running a restaurant and cooking, that's part of it. But now you have to do this. You have it's a this and that. It's not this or that anymore. It's this is what it is. And I'm finding that I'm traveling with cameras, not people following me yet, but I travel with the camera. I set the camera up, and then I have to make time for editing. So it's all part of that. Like I'm learning it very slowly. So it's just, yes, I completely understand that this is to do this as well, because for what we're doing, there's a lot of moving parts to our machine, like with most, right? But with our machine, I have the TikTok, and I try to put content on for TikTok. Then I try and make my content also for uh, Instagram. Instagram can be different, and then it's like, okay, well now I got to figure out YouTube, and how do I get this onto YouTube? But that's where I'm hung up, because how long are the videos? Do I make it longer, shorter? Do I just go out there? But again, so there's a lot that we're doing. So yes, the commitment is there. I'm, and understanding what you're saying. I want to answer your question. I want to answer your question, and it is yes. But for just let you know, what I'm doing, I might be different than most. Some folks that come across they might not. And I just want to generalize folks, right? I don't know their story, so I'm doing catering. I'm doing meal prep. We have a retail line that I'm trying to grow all these three businesses, because I have to do all three in order to make the same type of salary that we're comfortable with. And then as we grow and I can work harder, the investment will come back. The catering's working. The meal prep folks are working on that. And the retail side, I'm working on that. And so that's why I was like, yeah, I think we're in a unique spot to go and tell our story, because people might find that interesting. Saying, holy crap, this dude is doing a lot. I want to see how he's doing it. I want to hear how he's doing it. I want to see I want to see the good days and bad days. So that's a little bit about our back end and our story, and knowing that this what we're talking about today is a major part of what we're going to be doing as well. You know,
Okay.
being broadcast, being online, and being in front of the camera and in front of people.
So I like to make it simple and efficient, because what you described that you're doing already in terms of the video stuff is creating a cloud of dust, but maybe not a whole lot of getting a whole lot of productivity out of it. The TikTok and Instagram for serious chefs, I tell them, or serious food business owners, excuse me, I tell them that TikTok and Instagram are largely a waste of your time, because the kind of videos that you're making there are the kind that everybody's making, and you don't even have to be a serious professional food business owner to make those kind of videos. So it's really hard to distinguish yourself. But if I ask you how many food business owners do you know have their own full length cooking show, you probably don't know any, because it's harder. You're going on YouTube, and now you're talking about delivering a full length video, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever the length of the recipe that you're making, and showing up and doing that on a weekly basis. And the number of people doing that is this, compared to the number of people that's doing what you're doing on TikTok and Instagram. So
Mm-hmm.
when you embrace YouTube as a marketing platform, you're automatically separating yourself from everybody else. Another reason that YouTube is better is YouTube is the only platform where people go to watch you for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour, whatever. People go to YouTube to watch a video from one person. They don't go there to scroll for 20 minutes and watch 1,000 different videos like they do on Instagram and TikTok. People are
Hmm.
coming to YouTube. Your audience on YouTube is going to be there to see you and not 1,000 other videos. And the other thing, another benefit of YouTube over TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and all the other platforms is YouTube is the biggest video streaming platform. Not Netflix. YouTube is the biggest video streaming platform, and 47% of people watch YouTube on their television. So if you have a cooking show on YouTube, you have a cooking show on TV. YouTube is just another channel on TV for a lot of people. So
Hmm.
there are all of these benefits that you get from YouTube. You only have to post on YouTube once a week. One video a week is all YouTube wants from you. And to create that one video a week, the methodology I teach is take one day a month. That's your recording day. You're going to record 4 to 6 episodes. In the beginning, you're probably not going to be able to get that many, but once you get your feet under you as far as making your cooking videos, you'll be able to do 2 or 3 in the morning, take a break, get some, and then in the afternoon come back and do 2 or 3 more. And so now you have 4 to 6 weeks worth of content. That is your social media marketing. You're going to get those videos edited. So you're not, I heard you mention the video editing. You should not be doing that. Video editing is not a task for the business owner. That is not a CEO task. You will never make money editing videos. It's going to cost you money because there's other things that you should be doing that you're not, because you're wasting time editing videos to produce a lower quality product than if you just paid somebody to do it. They're going to do it faster, do it better, and you have free time to go make money instead of pulling your hair out trying to wrangle a video editing tool. So you're going to record these videos that on your recording day, you're going to hand these off to your video editor who's going to edit these for you and upload them to your YouTube channel and schedule them. And so now you got one video a week from one day a month of your time. You've got one video a week coming out. That is your marketing campaign. That is your marketing strategy. Now you're going to direct people. You're not going to tell them, find me on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and da da da. You're going to tell them, you're sending them to your YouTube channel. That's it. Go to YouTube. And then in the description box of your videos, you can have links to whatever you want to. Well, first of all, on your YouTube channel itself, you can have links. And then in the description box of each video, you can put links to your website and to whatever else you want to put, whatever you're talking about in that particular video. Maybe you launched a new sauce or something, you put a link to that, whatever. So instead of having all of these different things, find me here, find me there, all your time and energy is focused on YouTube, which is effectively your own TV channel, your own food TV channel. And when you do it that way, it's a lot more efficient with your time. And if you can commit to that over time, can you see how that's going to eventually pay off for you?
Absolutely, it's a much better use of time. Like you can see me nodding. I'm like, yeah, yeah, man. I mean, everything you said. I saw some of the email. I see the emails that you send. And I'll read those. And I said the one that caught my eye was what you just said. Now is that why Instagram is not efficient,
Yeah,
and we're going for likes. And you hit the nail on the head when you said that people go to YouTube to watch somebody
that's
change a
right.
tire, somebody flip a pancake. They watch that person.
Yep.
They don't go and just scroll. 100% right. The recording, pick a recording day, like that blew my mind too. Holy moly,
Yeah,
that is really so. This does make sense. It makes a lot of sense, and it's a better use of time. It really is. Plus, we're not chasing trends. I don't have to go and like I don't respect the people that do things that are silly. Like I don't. That's just not what I'm there for.
that's right. I know what
So
you're
I
talking about. That Instagram and TikTok foolishness. Yeah, I tell people YouTube is the platform, the social media platform for adults. Well, LinkedIn too, but far as video content, YouTube, because you don't have to do all of the stupid pointing, all of the trendings with the word thing, different things, all of that foolishness. You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is show up and communicate the same way you would communicate with people standing in front of you in the real world. And if you show up every week, the algorithm will find the audience that likes how you communicate and will bring you more and more of those people, and it will just continue to increase over time. So you don't have to
Okay.
do you don't have to play yourself on YouTube.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. So um that's what this is. That's developing your YouTube your YouTube strategy. So what I just communicated, one,
Hmm.
we're going to show up every week. Here's how you show up every week with that one recording day, and then you start building your team, your video editor number one, so you're not wasting a bunch of time on that. And if you commit to this and just stick to it, it is going to deliver results. It's just imagine the opportunities that come to you once you have 20 videos, 30,
Hmm.
50, 100. It cannot fail if you just keep showing up. And
Hmm.
another benefit of YouTube is like there's every reason in the world to do YouTube and almost no reason to do the other platforms if you're not already successful there. Is your videos never die on YouTube. YouTube will show the next time you go to YouTube, as a viewer, look at the publishing date on the video. So when you go to youtube.com, whatever it's showing you, look at the publishing date on those videos. Some of them are going to be from, today or last week, but most of them are going to be from months or years old. You're seeing videos from years ago that YouTube is still showing you because it will promote your old stuff just as well as it promotes your new stuff. So any cooking, especially for a cooking channel, that's not a timely thing. Those are evergreen. So whatever recipe you make today, 5 years from now, that recipe is still valid. So when somebody discovers your channel 5 years from now and they start watching your videos and engaging your videos, YouTube says, okay, well this they like Isaac's videos. Let me show them some more, and it'll just start pulling up all your stuff and putting it in front of them, no matter how old they are. So your old videos, they never die. They continue to uh, deliver benefit. They continue to get promoted actively by the algorithm, and none of the other platforms do that for you. They don't. Is what did you post in the last 15 minutes? Or I don't care. And people have to actively go look. Whereas YouTube will actively put your old stuff in front of people. They don't have to go looking for it. It'll just pop up the next time they go to youtube.com.
Okay. Understood.
So yeah, man, tell me about your what is your business? What are you selling?
Sure. I don't want to say everything, but so we started off with a hot sauce and pickle company. And that was our first business years and years ago. And maybe it's just my lack of business knowledge. I don't know. It never really took off.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it was really a hobby. It was an expensive hobby. And we did farmers markets, things like that. Over the pandemic, when things were shut down, after the initial shutdown, things started, people were remote, everybody's online. We really took off. We blew up and
Okay.
we were doing revenue. It wasn't a whole lot, but for a side gig, it was doing close to 100, maybe 80 grand I was doing. It's not bad. It's making pickles. So I've been trying to keep that going ever since. And so this time last year, we branched off. I started to get marketing people and so on, and nobody really delivered. So I figured that if I was going to do what I wanted to do, I need to expand this business. So right around summertime is when I have a culinary background too, by the way. So around summertime, I finally have taken everybody's advice, and I said, well, I'm going to branch out and I'm going to do catering. I'll offer the sauce and the pickles, and I'll do all that. I'll do that alongside it because you got to sell a whole lot of $10 jars of pickles to
Right.
make mortgage. So the name is Uncle Icebergs. Iceberg is my nickname. Um, I ended up changing the name to UIB Foods to become a food brand. And now UIB Foods, we do catering, and we also do meal prep, and we also offer the hot sauce and pickles. So it all ties in together. The meal prep is probably one of the bigger ones that is going to drive a lot of revenue for us. So if you
Hmm.
go to our website now, you'll see that it's being worked on. It's not really a static page, but
Yeah, I was
there's
going
just
to ask you about that.
yeah. I had redid it, but as we were doing this, and I have a hard time describing what it is that we do. Our lines, right? Our brand. As we were going through and redoing our brand, the marketing company that I'm working with is now working to automate my website. So somebody, you can go on there, Lindsay, and you can do your meal prep and order it and make it easy for yourself. The hot sauce and pickles will also be on there, but I'm also trying to do the same thing. I was like, well, hey, you also have to be able to have catering. So it's all those three lines because in between meal prep, catering will help us. So I have marketing for each three of these. The hot sauce and the pickles also has its share. So that's getting worked on as well. Working on getting into some of the higher end niche markets out here. Um, Not quite Whole Foods, but more of like a Sprouts line is what we're trying to get into. So I have somebody that I'm working with now as well to get us in onto those store shelves.
Okay.
So we have three different lines, and that's really what we do is we make food, we make and distribute food, in different forms. So the catering is on site. We come to your facility, and we'll, like, this weekend I have a gig doing end of the year football party for our Pop Warner team. There will be 100 people there. We'll be on site. We'll be doing a barbecue plate for them as the meal preps get packaged and delivered, and then the hot sauce is also packaged, shipped, and delivered, and so on. So it's interesting to say what it is that we do, but that I don't want to just do one. I think if we do all three, now we're and it is a lot. It's a lot to juggle, um, but I feel that if I don't do it, I'm not gonna I won't.
Tell me about your culinary background.
Sure. Grew up cooking. Family owned some restaurants. Ended up getting my undergrad. From there, I went to culinary school. So after went to culinary school in San Francisco. After that, I did some schooling up in Napa, and after Napa, I went and began to kind of travel and work at different places. Travel
Hmm.
around, work little restaurants here and there, just learning and absorbing, and then eventually settled down into working regular like 9 to 5, or I guess the restaurant shifts will be more
Uh-huh.
to 2 to 10. End up getting more structured restaurant gigs. But I've always been at a high level, so I've always been a sous chef or a head chef, and from there, I left the cooking industry and went to the corporate world where things were okay for a long time. They were okay. But as I moved into sales, it just was the more I sell, the more they want to take. So I'm like, well, making a decision. I have a family. I have a wife, and I have 3 boys. So I don't want them to see me miserable. So that's why it's like, well, let me go back to food because food is what makes me happy. I enjoy cooking. I've always enjoyed talking with folks. Um, but my culinary background, it is, I won't say structured. I went to a couple of different schools, and I want to make sure that I was able to really get a solid foundation. And that's
Okay.
what I did. Is like I do have a solid foundation. I traveled around. I learned, saw the people how they do it, how they run it, and it was at the time it was hard to make a living. It was really really tough. I live in Orange County, California, and it was just tough. Which is why I went to to the corporate side to see maybe they threw more money at you, but it's not really necessarily about money anymore. It's not it. If you're out there and you believe in yourself, I think that you'll make things happen. And it's just mentally you have to take care of yourself. So
Yeah.
that's kind
You
of
got
more
one
kind of
life.
where
You got one life, man. You got to do what you want to do with it, or you don't get another one. So I get it.
goes
How you
quick.
how you feel about teaching, man?
I like teaching. I do enjoy being in front of folks. Um, I do. We're Jewish, so we go to a synagogue,
Mhm.
and I do classes. I do little, I guess, classes. The last class we did was for 50 people, so I'll
Teaching,
go 5-0.
teaching. What were you
Sorry,
teaching?
like I said 15. Teaching, so pickle making.
Okay, so it was a food class. Okay.
It was a food class. Yes, it's a food class, and that's really again enjoying it. And I don't think I'm an expert when it comes to IT and things like that. But when it comes to cooking, I really understand it. And pickling is one thing that I have a solid foundation. So most times, a lot of people will contract me to come in and talk and do a class. So synagogue will do it. I've done it for a couple of schools, coming in and talking to kids, saying, "Hey, kid, teaching them about the origin of pickles." We give them. I teach them how to make cuts
Hmm.
with cutting boards and plastic knives. This is how you make a cut. This is how we do it, but you can do it however you want. This is your. So I talked to them about the science behind pickling. We make pickles, and then we send them on the way. So I enjoy teaching. I enjoy teaching, especially when it's something that I'm familiar with and I'm passionate about. Absolutely, I don't mind talking, as you can probably hear right now.
So um, your cooking show, you may find that you end up having to make a decision because when, and it's a good decision, you can make way more money teaching cooking than you can actually cooking. It's a different, it's a different economy when you're talking about selling your knowledge online versus selling food products in person. So your like the revenue target that you put 5 to 10K a month. I like 10K a month minimum.
Hmm.
The simple way to get that is with a cooking community that you charge access to. People pay you for instruction like what you're already doing. And to get to
Hmm.
$10,000 a month, you could charge just 20 a month, which is the low end. 20 a month, you get 500 customers. That's your $10,000 a month right there. They're paying, and that's per month. So they're paying you $20 a month for this is, one video a week where you're doing instruction, or maybe you want to do a live stream, whatever it is you want to do. But you're building a subscription model business where they're paying you $20 a month and you get 500 people. There's your $10,000 a month. You get 1,000 people. That's $20,000 a month. You just continue growing it like that. And with a business like that, you will make so much more money than you make from making pickles, and it takes so
Hmm.
much less time. You may adjust your objectives may shift once you get your uh, cooking community going and you start generating revenue from that, and you see how much easily that money comes in, earning $1 that way versus earning $1 from a catering gig and doing meal prep and all of that. So you can this is definitely going to, your cooking show will support your marketing objectives for your existing businesses, your hot sauce, your catering, your meal prep. But it is a business in and of itself, in that you can create a paid cooking community, a training community, a community for foodies, whatever you want, whatever your vision of food education and entertainment is, you can create that and charge a monthly fee. And then it's just part of your job to go out and find people who are interested in that. And as they continue to sign up, your revenue continues to increase, but your workload does not continue to increase.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
That's That's easy math. I understand that.
Yeah, it's basic math. This is what I tell people. It's just basic math. You pick your so we determine what your monthly fee is going to be, and then you start going out and getting people who want it, who want what you're offering and are willing to pay $20, $30, $50, depending on what it is you're offering. And then you just keep adding people. It's just basic math. This is
Mm,
the Netflix model. Everybody subscription model businesses are huge. You're just getting a lot of people to pay you a little bit of money and get and what they're getting is worth more than what they're paying. So the person that's paying $20 a month that's getting 4 training sessions from you per month, that's five
mhm.
bucks a week. That's nothing.
Nothing, man.
That's
It's
nothing.
coffee. Cup of
Yeah.
coffee.
And like you're doing the kids classes too. A parent that has a kid that has expressed interest in a food career. They look like they're going to be a chef one day. There's nothing for mom and dad to sign them up for yours. You're a
Mm,
parent, so you have your kid friendly stuff in there. Like this is this is a it's not a it's a simple way to make money. I won't say easy because you do have to do the work. You have to show up every week, but it is not complicated in any way.
mm. No, that's. It sounds. It's. I mean, it's just. It makes sense. It's the best way to put it. It just makes sense. Like I don't want to overcomplicate it and
Yeah.
find a $10 word, but it's like you're right.
You just got to show up. If you can commit to showing up every week, YouTube will find the people who want what you're offering. Some of those people, no matter what you put on YouTube, people will always want more. And those people who want more are the ones who are candidates for your private cooking community where they pay and get access to all this other wonderfulness that you provide and they get to interact with other folks who are like themselves and you're providing a safe place, a safe community on the internet, which is something that so many people are looking for now. A lot of people are exiting the mainstream social media platforms because they are not good places. Um, Facebook is Facebook of today is not what anybody signed up for when they joined back in the day. It has turned into something that's not good. So people still want the benefits that they originally signed up for without any of the hostility and the trolls and the algorithm promoting negativity because that generates more engagement, which makes more money for the platform, but it's making everybody's lives miserable. Well, they still want the community and the fellowship, but not all that other stuff. And each of us has the opportunity to build an online community that caters to the needs of a particular audience. And for chefs, it's easy. Everybody loves food. Food is the food cooking shows are the most popular subgenre on television. That's why you can't turn on TV and not see a different challenge on this channel, that channel, the other channel, all these food competitions, and Gordon Ramsay's on every channel all day, every day, and then all these other like they can't get enough. They can't create enough food shows to satisfy the demand. So any chef that wants to build a private community can start on YouTube, create your show there. Now you have a cooking channel on TV effectively. And from that, you
Mm.
can build a private membership community where people pay you for more access. That's a very simple subscription model business that's available all day, every day for anybody who wants to take advantage of it. And it
Okay.
doesn't conflict. It reinforces everything that you're already doing. It doesn't conflict
Hmm.
with it. It doesn't take you away from it. And in fact gives you more time for it because you're not wasting time on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and whatever else.
Hmm.
Have you
Right.
um have you done any or even attempted to do a full length cooking show? Set yourself up, set up a camera, anything, and try to do a full length show?
Um. No. No. I make videos, so there's only one or two that are on there right now.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, One of them just is, I think, it's a highlight reel. I think one's a highlight reel, and I think here I'm on it right now. There's only a couple. I have. I did one. I did a short one. It's a 90-second. It was a Mongolian barbecue, just trying to test the waters.
Okay.
I have content, so I do set up camera. I don't have it here, but I bought a nicer camera.
What do you got?
Just, I think it's a Canon or something.
Okay.
It's a regular click,
Okay.
type like that. Um, and I have a tripod, and it's buying lights because I took pictures of the food for the website, right? And it
Uh-huh.
just, well, I was like, well, I can't use a phone. That doesn't work, and it's just scaling up, scaling up. So setting up, trying to find what is it, how do I look on camera? Where do I want this facing? My head on? Do I want it up here? So getting that camera and trying it out. I have a couple of I guess B-roll or like bloopers, right? I have a lot of blooper stuff of me trying it out because I know that when I get on camera at some point, I don't want it to be like it's my first time.
Yeah. Do you have a video light?
What's that?
A video light,
A
like
ring
a,
light? Like
a
that?
ring light or any kind of continuous light specifically designed for video. Do you?
My son has one. My son
Oh,
has one. I could
okay.
probably use his, but I can get one. I
Yeah, that's
can get
fine.
one really easy.
We just talking about the components you need. You got the camera, so we need a
Yeah,
light, and we're going to need a wireless microphone for you. And I'll send you a link to the stuff that you need to get if you don't have it. And your kitchen that you're going to be using for your cooking show, does it by chance have an island?
yes,
Okay. If
yes.
it if you have one of those really fancy kitchens where you have the island and the cooking surface are right there, you can use that. If it's just a regular island, then you're going to need to get a portable stove because we want to have your cooking surface so that you can cook and face the camera just like you're doing now. And the simplest way to do that is with an island and a stainless steel, a portable stove. If you did not have an island, I would have said we'll just create one, get a stainless steel table and put a portable stove on it.
I have a couple. I have a couple.
Okay.
So yeah, so I have an induction unit. I think I have a regular burner, like a butane. I
Okay.
have a couple to choose from, just because I have a couple.
Yeah.
We're good.
I expect y'all generally do. When I talk to caterers, they generally have portable stoves. So,
Yeah,
um,
no, we got some cool stuff. Um, Even having a flat top because there's a lot of things that doing like I like flat top cooking,
okay.
like with diner style. I like doing things like that. So I have when it comes to cooking, I've got a lot of cool stuff already.
Excellent.
Plate and things like
Wow.
that.
That's actually a revenue opportunity. So, like your flat cooktop and your different portable stoves and equipment that you use, those are you can create a Amazon affiliate account, and everything that you use, you go to Amazon, you find it, and then you get a special link, and you can put that in the description box of your video. Like let's say you're using your flat top in a particular video, and you say, yeah, if you want to, the one I like to use is this one. Link in the
Mm-hmm.
description box. They click the link, they go buy it, and you get a commission on that.
Hmm.
Now that lasts
Wow.
that lasts forever. So remember, 5 years from now, that video you made today is still making you money over that entire period of time. You're
Okay.
getting paid from the commission on any links purchases people make. You get, and here's the the beauty of the Amazon program is whatever they buy within 24 hours of that when they click the link for your flat top, and then they buy a TV and a stereo while they're there too. You get a commission on all of that, not just the flat top.
Hmm.
So that's a that's a revenue source that you get from YouTube that you don't get from TikTok and Instagram. Um,
Nope.
your YouTube channel will eventually get monetized once you get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And so now you'll be getting a cut of the ad revenue. And again, that is going to just continue to accrue as you add videos over time. So that's going to be a revenue source by itself. And then, of course, people paying you directly. Like I said before, there's every reason to do YouTube. And when you look at other channels, other platforms, if you're not already successful there, there's no point in even messing around. Just focus on YouTube, and it will
Yeah.
pay you.
Wow. Wow.
So we're gonna
Man. I don't know. I want to kick myself. Like I
this
didn't
is
just start either, man.
huh?
Like I've been I've been doing technology. Like I've been in this corporate gig for like 13 years, 14 years. So it's not like, I was a chef a long time ago before we had kids and all that. And it's just like, why, YouTube was there. Like,
Yeah, it's just
all right.
it's all right. You there now. You have experience now that you didn't have then. So your channel will grow faster now than it would have then, and you're fine. Everything's gonna happen right on schedule. Uh, so yeah, that's how we're gonna turn your kitchen into a TV kitchen with your island and
Okay.
your portable stove, your light, your video light that we're gonna get you. You already got a camera,
Okay.
and we're gonna get a mic set up, and then I'm gonna have you record once you've gotten your stuff. I'm gonna have you record a test video, and this is like 30 seconds. I just need to see the composition, make sure you framed everything up correctly. I need to hear you with your mic to make sure that's you got that correctly. I need to see you make sure you're lit properly. And once I give you the thumbs up on that, then you can go ahead and record, schedule a day to record some real videos, and then we go from there. So what I'm doing is teaching you the process of how to build your system for delivering that one video a week, and
Hmm.
then you just got to keep doing it.
How long is the average video? Is it like a 10-minute video or is it,
Doesn't matter. Some of your
okay.
videos are going to be 5 minutes. Some of them are going to be 20 minutes. Doesn't matter. It's going to depend on the recipe. What you're making is what will determine that. There is no magic number or right number. It's just not.
Okay. Yes. So I'm glad we're having this conversation because there's a lot of things that I do. I've been a lot of places, seen a lot of things. So even doing pickles. So we don't just do pickles. We pickle vegetables and we pickle fruit and we do it spicy. I cook with peppers. I cook with chili. I don't go overboard. This is hopefully you can see this. This is one of our retail bottles.
Yep.
It's one of our retail bottles. I don't think I have anything else in here, but we do cool sauces and we make them spicy.
Okay.
Not not everything is spicy though. So it's just teaching people, hey, this is how we pickle. This is how we pickle this vegetables. This is how we pickle pineapples. So doing those, having that, doing the sauces, right? Having a sauce, like you said, different. I was just thinking out loud right now because I'm like, well, if somebody's going to get a subscription, they're going to want to see, well, this guy can he do sauces? Does he know how to use a smoker? I've got
Yeah.
3 smokers. I want to show you how to use different smokers. The flat top, cooking over fire, all these cool things. Wow. So that way, that should want to get drive people too.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm excited, man. I'm getting fired up.
Excellent. Excellent. All of that stuff you're doing, you have the ability to teach, and people will tune in. And if you doing some of your episodes in the kitchen, some of them you taking them outside to use the smokers and all of that, people are just
Hmm.
gonna love it, man. That's people are just gonna love it. There's gonna be for your audience, you're gonna be one of their favorite channels on YouTube, and if you just keep showing up, everything you want to get, you'll be able to get. Everything you want to do in the culinary industry, you'll be able to do because for a chef, there is nothing better than having your own cooking show as a platform. You can do
Hmm.
whatever you want,
Yeah.
communicate whatever you want, and eventually that turns into whatever you want it to be.
If I do this, Lindsay, and I can make if I'm just breaking even and doing the same, that we're paying our bills here. For me, that's all. That's I care about the family nowadays, right? and it's just not putting them in any position, even though the kids have it's a 180 from the area that I grew up in. The kids got a good life, but
Yeah,
just being able to do this is like, it's freedom. It's like, man, I get to, I can cook all day, and I can hang out and
yeah,
talk and enjoy myself and enjoy what I do. Like I'd be forever ever grateful. Like,
man.
it's exciting.
I guess maybe you didn't see the I try to promote it as often as I can. The there's a video, um the Lau family, it's a Chinese family in California, I think. They started so they had a restaurant and the pandemic took it away from them. And so they started a cooking show, a cooking channel on YouTube in 2020, and now they're by 2022, maybe it was sometime in 2021, they're
Yeah.
making 50 grand a month
Wow.
from a cooking channel that they're running from their home kitchen. And what I
Wow.
one of the things that I love about, so it's the father is, he's older. He's got to be in his
Jeez.
70s and or somewhere close to it, and the son is in his 20s, looks like. And so the son is operating the camera and dad's cooking, and dad does not even speak English. So their videos are subtitled. And I love this example because I hear excuses all day, every day why cooking show's so hard, can't do this, can't do that. I'm like, look, this man
Yeah.
does not even speak English. And he did not let that stop him. And now they're making 50 grand a month. The
That's
son
a
had
lot.
just had kids, had a kid, and now they got another kid. So this business where they're running this food business out of their home kitchen, one recipe a week. The kids' college, they're little kids, they probably haven't even started school yet. Their college is paid for. You know what I'm saying? This is and Mr. Lau, the guy cooking, this is an older gentleman in his later years, and his life is set. He is taking care of his family. He's doing what he loves. He's and I'll send you the video. He's
Yeah.
explaining because he used to own a restaurant. He's owned restaurants before for decades, and he said this is like my restaurant, except it's better. I get to do what I want when I want. It's just
Yeah.
he's he's taking care of his whole family. Like they have no more concerns when it comes to money. They're everything is taken care of, and they're enjoying what they're doing. And there's absolutely no reason why you can't do the same thing.
No, there isn't. There isn't. There's people out there that are doing things that don't provide benefit, right? That there's people that are just doing things that just, a lot of people doing a lot of things right now
Hmm.
online that are making money. And to hear that story, that's a great story. People say that it's hard. Everything is hard. Losing weight is hard. You want to be a better father? That's hard. For some it's easy, good for them, but for most regular, like things are challenging, right? Not hard, is challenging.
Yeah,
Me logging into work every day to do things I don't do, that's hard. Like
yeah,
this, it's like just telling me, hey, this is how you do it, this is what you need, and it's like, just it's a kick in the butt. It's just somebody to hold me accountable, like, hey, you're working to give me a roadmap now. And it's like, well, now it's up to me.
yeah. That's
You
really
said,
it.
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Like,
No, no,
when
I
you start
said that I was agreeing with you. I said that's really just that's it.
when you start off, you're like, hey, this is what this is about. Like, if you're going to commit to it, hey, because I know it's like people probably come on and you spin your wheels with them, and you're like, well, are you serious about this? And I don't. Some people might not be. They might want to just do a side thing. Like, I want this life. Like, I want to be able to be in charge of my time.
Yes.
Like you just said it earlier too, that we only got one life. And with my first son, I was away. Like,
Hmm.
I was at the office more than I was at home. That's not okay. And so I want to get away from that. Build this in the case, and like everything, I can hire people. I'll hire people we grow, we expand, yeah. And I have my name on the side of a building, and we're cranking things out. And
Hmm.
but the best part of my day is talking to my audience, or talking to my family, then my audience.
Yeah.
Or should I talking to God, family, then the audience. That's the best part of the day. So,
Yeah, man. This and you nailed it. I do talk to a lot of people that are not serious, so I've gotten efficient at screening because I tell folks I'm not. This is not a game. I'm not talking like a cooking show is something fun to do. I'm talking about a cooking show as a wealth building tool, a financial freedom tool, a generational wealth tool. That's what this is. The 50 grand a month is just math. If you keep showing up, we're talking about building a business that enables you to do whatever you want to do in life because you can run this from anywhere. Once you we're talking about you speaking to a camera. So if you decide you want to take your family to South America for a month to just chill out, you can run your cooking show from there. You just take a camera with you and you can do what you need to do from there, assuming you even need to you don't already have videos already scheduled out. Like we're talking about true freedom here. You have a
yeah.
business that doesn't require you to be anywhere, and the time that it requires from you is very limited, and you control when it happens. That's what this is about. That's what I see as a cooking show, particularly in this time that we're in right now, where the technologies have come together, where
Mhm.
YouTube is a mature platform, it has the advertising and everything, the camera equipment, the prices come down to where you can create the highest quality video with cameras that anybody can go to Best Buy and get and afford. The community building platforms where you can charge a monthly membership fee and get paid for your knowledge. All of
Yeah.
these things have come together at this time. It's not going to be like this forever.
Hmm.
Eventually, YouTube is going to be as flooded as TikTok and Instagram with cooking shows. But right now, when you do it, it's like you're competing against nobody. It's just so few people who show up every week. By the time you get, you know, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, every week there's fewer people. So it's like you start out with the American Idol lines, like back in the day when American Idol came on and people lined up for blocks. That's week one. Week two, half that line is gone. By week three, 80% of that line is gone. By week 10, there's no line. It's just you. All other people stop showing up. You
Hmm.
just walk right in. You don't even have to audition because there's nobody else for them to choose. You just advance to the next round. That's how it is. You just keep showing up, and most
Hmm.
people can't do that. But we're in a very special opportunity right now for for chefs in particular. This knowledge economy where we get paid to sell our knowledge, and and people haven't figured out how to do it. People like you who have all the ingredients but don't have the recipe.
Hmm.
Eventually, everybody's going to have the recipe and have it figured out, and it's going to be a different competitive landscape. But right now, folks like you can just get started and just run, and you get the benefits of being the first to market.
That's right. That's right. There's like you said, but a lot of people still won't do it, even though people talk a lot of chatter, right?
Yep.
I would do a lot of couch quarterbacks, right?
Yep.
Um, Even if you were to put somebody in a role, very few people, if you pluck this person out and they say, "Well, I can run that company better than him." Okay, well, let me pluck you out of your chair, put you into the CEO chair, and with your knowledge, let you run this. And most people, they either wouldn't do it, they don't want to work the hours, and again, I'm not worried about them. If I can get this done for me, I know that with what we do and how we do things and present our product, we have a good product.
Okay.
And I don't have any doubt. It's just getting it started, kicking it off, and being able to, I'll be tired in the next life. I'm always tired. I'm a
Yeah.
dad, so I'm always tired. I just want to drink more coffee and drink, but I would rather be tired. And even then, but it's just what we do. I mean, like it's not a sell on me. Like I'm like, yes, right. I'm all about this. So I want to be able to move forward, and I can see the outcome and see what would happen if, again, if I can just make, if I can put all the energy and effort that I do into that, into to us.
That's right.
Now and it's not even about the money. It's just that, like, the payoff. Like, that'll be helpful because now I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Good. Hey, we're gonna make 10 grand. Excellent. It's the one less thing I got to worry about. Now I can put more thought into better, different dishes or something new or new product, because I'm always, my mind's always
Yeah.
in fifth gear, and I'm always thinking of something different and new. So we just thought about a new type of street corn. Everybody does Mexican corn. I was like, well, I'm going to do Orange County street corn. And, I told somebody, blew their mind.
Okay.
So that should be the first thing that we film is, Orange County street corn. We're going to
Okay.
change it up.
Yeah. And you're right. It's not about, like you said, it's not about the money. It's what you can buy with the money. And the main thing you can buy with the money is your time. You buy your
Hmm.
time back, and now you can do anything you want. You have the energy, the clarity of thought, clarity of mind from not working so hard, that you can explore all those creative ideas, and you can just you can deliver the best you have to the world when you're not spending 80-90% of your your cognitive resources worrying about money.
Right.
When money's no longer a concern, that's freeing you up to do a whole lot of stuff.
Right. Fishing,
Yeah,
volunteer,
yeah,
do all kinds of
exactly.
things. All right.
So all right, I
Well,
got what I need. I'm going to send you. You said you got a video light. I'll send you a mic to get, and um uh, and tell me exactly which camera you have when you get a chance,
sure.
and then so I'll know what you're working with there, and then we're going
Okay.
to do um your test video so I can
Okay.
see, get all of that set up, and then we'll start you recording. Yeah,
Okay.
it's that simple. What I would
That's
say
it.
is right now put a date on the calendar for your first recording day,
Hmm.
and you want to establish this habit now. So block out that entire day so on your calendar so that nothing else can interfere with that. Doesn't matter what day you pick, but just pick that day and honor it, stick to it. And then that's going to be the day you do your first recording after we've done your test videos and approved your setup. And then you will plan around that day. So you got to, whatever recipes you're gonna make, plan that in advance. Go the day before, get your groceries and all of that, so that on
Hmm.
on that first day you can do your recording, and then your show has started from there.
Okay.
And I'll send
Okay.
you. Well, you can go to. I'll send you the links, but you probably know of them. Fiverr and Upwork is where you're gonna find your video
Oh,
editor,
yes.
because
Yep.
you don't need to be editing videos, man. It's
Okay.
not a good use of your time. It will cost you more to do it yourself than to just pay somebody because of the
Okay.
time.
So I look forward to talking again. I know we went a little bit over time, but Lindsay, it's been awesome talking with you.
Excellent. Excellent,
I'm
man.
really,
Same here.
thank you. I'm really, really excited, really
Ec-
invigorated, and I'm looking
Excellent.
forward to taking this journey. So this is really something. I want to be the example. I want to be the next example.
Excellent. Excellent. All right, my man. I believe in you, so let's get it done.
Let's do it. Absolutely. Um, I've got my homework. If you can send me the Chow video, because I really
I will do. Yeah,
curious
no problem. Yeah.
to see those
You gonna
notes as
you gonna
well.
love it. You gonna watch it a bunch of times. You're gonna watch it a
Yeah.
bunch of times because it is the blueprint for everything you want. When you see it, you're gonna go, that. I want that.
Yep.
And I just gave you the plan for how to do it. So now all you got to do is execute.
It's easy enough with with some challenges, but it's easy enough. I mean, let's do it.
Isaac is in the same position that a lot of chefs are in, working too hard for not enough money, and more importantly, spending too much time working and not as much time with his family as he would like. The food industry is a difficult business when it comes to having control of your time. But with a cooking show, we're talking about an entirely different industry. A cooking show allows you to take your culinary skills into the education and entertainment industry where you can prepare a dish once and sell it an unlimited number of times. Teaching people how to cook allows you to live an entirely different lifestyle than cooking for people. By teaching, you get to do what you love without working yourself to death. We're going to create a cooking show for Isaac that enables him to achieve financial freedom and have lots more free time. If that sounds like what you want for yourself and for your family, all you have to do is do what Isaac did and click the link in the description box to schedule your cooking show strategy session. As I always tell you, your life is not going to change until you decide to take action to change it. If you keep doing what you've been doing, your life will stay exactly like it is now. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe so you can follow Isaac's journey and the journeys of some other chefs I'm working with, and I'll see you in the next video.